Yo, look, it's like a whole fucking Epstein pedo ring shit going on in Hollywood. It's a bit of a clusterfuck right now. Because I literally am having this conversation with this dude who I actually thought was a relatively decent dude, but he said that outlandish thing that Trump has done more for child sex trafficking than any other president. I'm like, but wait, he's on the list. And everyone's like, oh, what do you mean? No, he's not. You know, casual. Yeah, casual that. And it was like, no, I mean, he's a fucking known paedophile. Like, he's on the list of being a pedo. Yeah, I mean. And then they're like, oh, where's the proof? I just dropped three things from his what was it? Where he got fucking, like, there's documents leaked of, you know, him in like an underage girl's pom pom and all this erratic shit, yeah, all while in the presence of Epstein, who is a known pedo. It's just I don't understand how people are still denying this. It's either because they've had so much faith in this dude and they're like, oh, this dude can't fucking possibly fail. He's the greatest ever. You know, but it's like the facts are facts, bruv. Like, if someone knows, like, a pedo, yeah, if someone is friends, like really good friends with a known paedophile, and then documentation gets leaked of you having sexual relations from everything from like fucking lesbian slave sex to like fucking coming an underage girl. Where the fuck is that not being a pedo? Bear in mind, this is all in like 90% of the presence of Epstein, who is a known paedophile. So, if he's done more for child sex trafficking than any president, please explain to me why the fuck he's having like lesbian sex slaves who are underage and like pumping his dick in like an underage chick, all in the presence of this dude who's now been exposed for being a paedophile in a massive pedo ring in Hollywood. Please explain that to me. How the literal fuck is that okay? How, like, oh yeah, this is one of the comments I got as well from the three documents that are leaked. She lied. She dropped it. And funny enough, like, I was like, alright, cool, fair enough. But what I actually saw in the documentation as well is that there is a lot of fucking allegations. And guess what? It wasn't just like an allegation and then, oh, it got dropped. No, it was an allegation that got paid off by millions of dollars each fucking time. Now, I'm sorry, but money speaks fucking volume, especially in Hollywood. So, if I've got like 27 or some shit of like statutory rape allegations to full on pedo like allegations, and they're all getting paid off with at least $1 million, ain't that kind of saying keep your mouth shut and then I'll give you this money and then you can have a nice life? Or am I just overthinking that shit? Come on now. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, am I reaching too far? Am I being a conspiracy theorist? Which, funny enough, were the same people were getting called conspiracy theorists about saying that there's pedo rings in Hollywood, and now look what's happened. Shit's been leaked and there is a massive pedo ring in Hollywood. And all them conspiracy theorists that was saying all this shit years ago all got told they were crazy, this bullshit, no, you're a fucking liar. And now look what's happening. Boom. When the light shines upon truth, it will, and it is fucking unbiased, I will tell you that much. But it's just so ironic. And the funny thing is that conspiracy theorists, and the whole term conspiracy theory actually originated from the CIA, that was a made-up word to cease the aspect of any critical thinking. So basically, don't use your fucking common sense. Like, well, the Twin Towers, for example, yeah? CIA documentation of a test run to do with fucking planes. CIA had a course to do with planes that was supposed to take place on the same day of September the 11th. And then, boom, well, you know the rest. September the 11th happened. But there was basically a crash course for the CIA to do involving planes at the same date in actual documentation that got leaked. And then that and the fact that, on a fucking controlled demolition, you see the shit go like, it's like a sandwich. Like, you know how Shaggy and Scooby, where Shaggy's got a huge ass sandwich like up here and he just squashes it down and goes like that. It goes from like fucking 16 stories up and then it just goes boom, like that. Like straight flat. That's what it was like. It was like it just went. And bear in mind, if a plane crashed into a fucking building, it's not just going to go. It's going to go where it got fucking hit from. So say it got hit on this side. The momentum from that object is going to send it that way. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, that's basic geometry. The fucking shit like that does not lie to you. Ever. Like, it's the equivalent of me saying that, yeah, you see this hat here, yeah? That won't happen. That shouldn't have happened. No, it can't have. It should have gone to the left of me. Should have gone to the right of me. But no, because it's normal ass geometry. If you push something up, it's going to go up and then come back down. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit. That and the fact that before the second plane actually crashed, on the building there was actually already explosions on the inside happening. Like on the glass, like on the windows, there was explosions going on, even though nothing had hit that one. And oh yeah, another one, there was like this smaller building as well that no plane fucking touched it. Bear in mind, everyone knows 2 towers went down, 1 plane each. And the little house thing collapsed, even though nothing hit it. Use your common sense. And then, yeah. This is a complete ultimatum. I'm relatively sure if the fucking Empire State fucking building withstood, what was it, a fucking missile or like a fucking plane crashing directly onto its higher point, and it didn't fucking fall. And tell me why the fuck are 2 buildings who were designed for that specific purpose to withstand that fucking impact collapse like a fucking cheese sandwich? Please fucking enlighten me on why that happened. Because Because literally, mathematically, geologically, and scientifically, that shit won't fucking happen. That would be like me saying that a submarine is going to spontaneously combust underwater and it's going to kill everyone on board of it. And you're supposed to sit there and tell me that that shit's going to fucking happen with no type of tweaking. Really. That's bullshit. That's bullshit if you use your actual fucking brain. Because, as I said, like, if you use your common sense to think about the shit that's actually happened in this world, it is a lot less, oh no, conspiracy theorists, you don't know nothing, and more of, oh shit, this dude's actually got a few good points. You know what I mean? Open up your mind. Don't just sit there and be a closed-minded spastic like, oh, I'm voting for left, I'm voting for right. Until you actually understand the competition, you can't fucking do anything. So, understand the competition, understand what you usually vote for, and then fucking make your decision based off of both of which you know. And if you don't fucking like either one, then don't fucking vote. You know what I mean? I've always said that, like, if no one in the world at all voted, you would actually start to see who actually controls the world. Because, well, that person can't just stay in power because no one's voted. Because they need to be voted back into office. But then the other person, who was runner-up, ain't going to go in either because they don't have no votes. So then it would be down to the elite to make the decision. You know what I mean? So then it would be based on who they want in. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just, it's like, how can I put this? Like, the steel beams, let's just come to the conclusion that jet fuel is not fucking melting steel beams. And it like, yeah, cool, I could be wrong on that one because I can't remember factually what I remember reading. But at the same time, alright, cool. Say hypothetically the jet fuel did melt the fucking steel beams. But you're still stuck with the ultimatum of, mate, that whole fucking building complex was built to withstand shit like this happening. But yeah, it didn't. It's like the fucking Titanic, except this time it wasn't nature playing a part in it. It was full-on fucking human beings. Think about that shit. Also, more importantly, think about the Epstein shit that I just said.